Hello world, it's me, Princess V, the creator of Love Clearly. Right now in this time-space reality, we are focused on what Virgos need to know during the Jupiter transiting the sign of Taurus. So with Jupiter transiting Taurus, it is a time of major expansion, major moves, major opportunities. This is happening on the global atmosphere. It's something that everybody is being affected by, and it's continuing from from the 15th of May all the way until next year, May 25th, 2024. So we have a lot of time to see the changes and shifts and the expansion and the growth of our life. And right now, I am pulling the cards to see what Spirit has for Virgos and what you need to know. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into it and see what the cards have for us. This will be a timeless message, so whenever you see this, it was meant for you. So go ahead. Oh, look at that. We're having a little bit of trouble shuffling. Okay. Let's hope. But we're starting off on a rocky start, but let's see where the cards take us. Let's see. All right. Let's see what the cards have in store for us. What do the Virgos need to know during this Jupiter transiting the sign of Taurus? Okay, that card kind of wanted to stay out, so I'm going to let it stay out. Don't force what, oh my gosh, today is one of those days. I see. Virgos, have you been going through some stuff? Are you not wanting me to tap into this reading? Are you a bit closed off with your energy? Open it up to Spirit. That way we can see what the cards have in store for us today. All right, I think we have our flow. And these two cards came out face down. We're going to leave them to the side. We'll use those as hidden messages because they did not come out face up. So first up, we have the Tower coming out. So this kind of is giving me an answer to why the cards were a bit tricky when I was shuffling. So with the Tower, there may be a lot of things in your life right now that is not as stable as you think. And it might be in the process of changing. And with this being the first card coming out face up, this is pretty much going to be at the forefront of our message. So the Tower. I want you to know that whatever your environment looks like, wherever you may currently be at, that doesn't quite feel familiar, or you feel as though the relationship is getting rocky, the home is not as stable, your finances are fluctuating, whatever the Tower represents to you, I want you to know that whenever there is a destructive pattern in our life where we start to see things just change and fall out of our alignment, it is always the divine clearing your pathway for better things to come to you. So let's see what else we have. And we have the World. So this is, well, it's really the Empress, but the Empress she's fertile with the World. She's able to bring a new life into the present moment. There are things that you may be working on that your body is wanting you to birth, that Spirit's wanting you to put out into the world. But sometimes in order to access the new things that we are calling on, we have to clear the pathway with the old things that we have. And then we have Knight of Swords. So this is this energy of going for a better alignment for your mind and the way that you speak and the way that you present yourself. I see that is in the works of being changed. So right now, Spirit wants to know, or wants you to at least have at the forefront of your mind what it is that is no longer resonating with you. Once you know what's no longer resonating, once you know what is changing, what is leaving your life, what is no longer as stable as you once thought was, once you realize what is getting ready to leave your pathway, Spirit is asking you to then let it go. Understand that with the ebbs and flows of life, the ups and downs, that there will always be something on the forefront for you. So once you release everything that you know is pretty much already crumbling in front of you, it's just you needing to get into alignment and say, you know what? As much as I want to control the situation and make sure I know what's set up for myself, some things we cannot control. So Virgos, the divine is asking you, what is it that you want? And not just what you physically see, but what you can feel that you want. What do you need to go for? What new creation do you have within you that needs to come out? Because right now, with these two cards being on either sides of the tower, this is no time to sit and sulk. This is, let's get up and go. Let's get what we have going on. Let's figure out what needs to be figured out. Let's just start making moves. So right now, we're going to go ahead and look into what the hidden messages are. So we have rebirth. We have rebirth, and we have Seven of Wands. So with rebirth coming out, well, it's actually death, but in this, when I read from this tarot, I always read it kind of in the description that I see. And so this is really the death card. And the death is all about this like transformation, this rebirth energy. And that's why I believe that the illustrator for this deck decided to not just leave it as just death, but also death and rebirth. So this is a transformation happening. This is you going from what you once thought was the best thing ever, what you were keeping at the forefront focus, and releasing it so that you can prepare yourself for what is coming. The tower is setting you up for success, whether you can see it right now or not. And with the Seven of Wands, it's all about being energetically aligned. Some things you cannot just get right away. You have to call it in energetically first. You have to spend the time with the divine, really honing in on the lifestyle, the pathway, the journey that you want to go on. And right now, Virgos, with this big planet of Jupiter being in the sign of Taurus, this is all about expansion of luxury, transformational movements. This is all about life-changing adventures. This is broadening the horizon, and the tarot is 110% leaning on that same message. So sometimes what I've realized about Virgos and what the characteristics that may come up when you are experiencing yourself, you may find that sometimes you live in a bottled up emotional state. You're very humble. You like to pretty much play it as safe as possible. But right now, Virgos, you have to let your wild side go. Let the fact that you know the divine is on your side. Let the fact that you know that you were not placed here on this earth just to suffer. Let that be that guiding internal wisdom that lets you take those steps into this new life, lets you grab onto new opportunities, release the stress, release the tense energy that's not serving you. It may have been before, but right now, going into this new world that we can all see on a global stance, don't take in any more negativity. Don't allow yourself to replay negative thoughts and to harp on all the ways you could have, would have, should have done something different. It is all happening for you. never to you. Once you grasp that, once you understand that this is your life to live, and we can get to choose in our adult world who's in there and who is not, who's around our atmosphere and who is excluded from it, that's where we begin to live in our truth. That's where we begin to really experience this rebirth of energy, this Empress energy, this feminine energy where you are just open to receive. But you have to get into alignment with yourself first. You have to trust yourself. You need to understand that your wisdom, your inner knowing, who you are, it's meant to be placed outside of your normal. There is this need to really step out of what you know to be true. Release what you thought you need to have around you. Whatever is crumbling, whatever is changing, know that it is God, source, higher power, the divine, clearing out what isn't serving you so that you can attract everything that will elevate you. So let's pull from this light oracle deck and see what we have. Soon, one day soon, maybe after my Zodiac series, I will go ahead and put the links down below and actually learn what the names of these cards are. But right now, that's just not right. That's not happening. But I kind of want to show you the base of this deck. It is unbound. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So sometimes we come into this world with baggage and with certain things that we don't even know right now why it's relevant, but it plays such a heavy role in our life. Right now, Spirit is saying, let it go. Let it go. Wherever you currently are today, you have to give thanks for any and everything that brought you to this moment here and now. But then let it go. Release the old patterns. Actively decide today that tomorrow will be all that you want it to be. And before you can get anything physically, you must be aligned with it energetically. So next up we have, it's the initiation, rites of passage, crossing the threshold. And then we also have deep replenishment, rest, retreat, rest, be held, and last but not least, Imrama. Not certain about that, but where are you being called to journey to? So what does your new life look like? What is it that you need to, there we go. What is it that you need to get ready to get into alignment for? Yes, it's okay to take time with self. It's okay to let your wounds heal. Let your body relax and get ready for what you are calling in. But don't stay down too long. Don't let situations that have happened keep you in a stuck energy. It is all within your rights to get up and move again. And right now you're going into a new space. You're going into a new life. This is your initiation. You are going into a new journey. And during that time, it's okay to take some rest. It's okay to give yourself some TLC, because sometimes when the momentum gets going, honey, and things just start happening and alarm clocks are going off and bedtimes are set and tasks are being accomplished and trips are being taken and life is evolving and you are growing, sometimes we forget to rest. Sometimes we forget to spend time with ourselves. And with the retreat here, maybe you're going on a retreat. And if so, I'm so happy for you That is absolutely beautiful. We should all experience a retreat from time to time. It is how you can energetically align back to where you want to go. But for those that are living in this energy of not knowing what the next move is, not knowing if a choice is right or wrong, not knowing what it would be like to leave that comfort zone and to move into a new pathway, the divine is saying, trust me and surrender. Let go and go. Okay? Now we have the moon deck. Let's see what the moon has to tell our beautiful Virgos during this Jupiter transiting the sign of Taurus. What do we need to know? What do the Tauruses need to know? And I said Tauruses. Oh my gosh, I've been just flip-flopping the name. But what do our Virgos need to know during this transition? We have 3 cards that want to come out. Let's read them together. First up, we have be bold and make the first move. So we've been talking about this change. We've been talking about this new pathway. We've been talking about this Empress energy and you being fertile with a new business, a new lifestyle, a new self, a new relationship, whatever it is. Be bold and make that first move. You're in this initiation period where it is time for you to blossom. Next up, we have take time to breathe out. Whenever I see this card, I always want to do a deep breath. So if you are watching, we are going to take a collective deep breath. We're just going to inhale as much as we can and hold for the count of 3. Let's go ahead and inhale. Hold. And let it out, let it out, let it out. And always when you exhale, make sure you exhale more than you inhale so you can really get out whatever it is that's making you feel tense and making your energy feel as though you kind of want to stop breathing for a little bit. Because breath, baby, breath work is amazing, okay? Next up, we have believe in the impossible. Believe in things that you have yet to actually see. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You are such a gifted sign. So much wisdom. So much potential. But potential can only be exerted when you master it. When you take that time to really align yourself with your higher knowing. With your intuition. That way you can move into a place where your thoughts, your movement, your growth, your evolvement is all so effortless. Effortless energy comes after you've put in so much effort. And right now I feel like you're at this point where you've been putting in a lot of effort. You've been trying to hold on to things that you don't want to change. You've been trying to stay in the same place and keep your head down and bottle up your energy, bottle up your emotions just to please others. I feel for you Virgos right now that there is this situation. There is something in your life right now that is causing you to bubble up with energy. And this bubbling up can come out as something drastic and very chaotic energy, or you can calm that energy and instead of having it bubble over and burn everything and make all this crazy sound, you let it rise and slowly pour over. You slowly release it. You slowly let it go. You spend some time purging out energies. That way, when you sleep and wake up the next day, you feel renewed. You feel as though you can walk differently because you're not weighed down by all your emotions, all of this energy of this self-loathing, self-tormenting, this, oh, I'm not good enough, because I want to tell you now, you are more than good enough. You are more than capable. You are more than worthy, and you are more than deserving, Virgos. Step into your power. I love I love seeing the evolvement of energy. And right now, the divine is calling you out. The divine is saying, listen, Virgos, you've taken yourself this far, good for you. Now it's time for us to take you further. So let's get on board. Let's get in motion. Let's let go of what's not serving us. Let's get ready for some radical transformation. Let's go ahead and pull from this oracle deck and see what messages we have for you, Virgos, during this Jupiter transiting the sign of Taurus. What is it that we have for the Virgos? What do Virgos need to know during this time? All right, first up, we have Queen of Everything. Let me focus on her really fast. Queen of Everything. And do we see how this moon right here resembles this moon over here? Once I place this card down, you will be able to see it all together, but this is giving me royalty energy. This is giving me higher power, divinely guided femininity at its true fullest. This receiving, this knowing that you didn't come this far just to come this far and not be happy. Queen of Everything, step into that power. Oh my gosh, I love to see it. Next up, we have the 10-90 ratio. So I want to explain this to you. So with the 10-90 ratio, this is where there's two ways to look at it. This is where you want to make sure that you're putting in the 10% of energy that you need to in order to get the 90% results that you're longing for. That, I guess, is like the paper way of saying it, but how I'm seeing this right now is to keep your focus on what is serving you for your long-term highest and greatest good. If something that's happening right now, you know is not going to matter in the long term, you know is not going to cause much of a role in your life in the greater scheme of things, let it go. Don't even spend more than 5 minutes on it. The 10-90 ratio, for me, how I see it is, you have to make sure that you are balancing this mental aspect of life. Not everything deserves all of your attention. And if it is something that you know is not going to serve a role in your life in the long-term stance, let it go. Keep your energy focused on what is going to serve you. That 90% of energy that's going to give you all that you are longing for out of life. Let that 10% of foolishness stay where it is. Go in a little box, put it on a boat, sail it away, and focus all on what you can do for your highest and greatest good. Next up, we have the best of you. So that's where you're headed right now. You're headed to the best version of yourself. That's why you can't waste time on things that aren't serving you. That's why you have to understand that things fall away for things to come back. You cannot expect a new thing to come into your life if you're still harboring old emotions, old baggage. In order for you to take flight, you have to offload. Can't carry all the baggage with you. And with the best of you coming out, it's truly wanting to say, we're changing, we're evolving, we're growing. And it's all about learning the keys that you need in order to transcend past this current version of yourself. Now, we have a few more decks that we're going to go ahead and get into. Let's go ahead and get some self-care. We all can use some self-care. And for my beautiful Virgos, what self-care advice do we need during this Jupiter transit through the sign of Taurus? Okay, so I think we have two cards that wanted to come out. Okay, so we have pleasure. All right, we got pleasure. This could be self-pleasure. This could be actual pleasure with others. Whatever that looks like to you. But enjoy it. Pleasure is always good for us when it's done with good discernment and when we're doing it for our highest and greatest good. Of course, never to harm or to belittle anyone else, but when it comes to pleasuring, that's something that I truly believe is a personal thing, meaning you can be engaged in an activity with somebody else, but you both should not only be focused on pleasing the other, but making sure that you are pleasing yourself as well. And then we also have positive affirmations. Positive affirmations want to come out. So when you start to feel like, oh my gosh, too much is happening, I don't know what is going on, this is looking a little chaotic, my normal has now become something totally different, I don't recognize myself. If you get into that point, get back into your positive affirmation. Start looking in the mirror and reminding yourself of how amazing you are. You are the queen of everything, and do not forget that. Let's see what the ancestors have to say for us, for our beautiful, beautiful Virgos during this Jupiter transiting the sign of Taurus. What do the Virgos need to know during this transit? All right. Oh, okay. Oh, we'll keep it. We shall keep it. All right. So let me put this over here. Over here, and let's read it out. So first up, we have the Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Track it down. Figure out what it is that you don't like and what it is that you do like. That way you can know what to stay away from and what to actually go for. Then we have trust in higher forces. So this is the divine really saying, listen, come to us. Everybody has their own version of what divine looks like. Whatever is true to your reality, let that help you along your journey. Let that guide you into this new land of the unknown. Then we have Traveler, move in a new direction. This is literally the Jupiter in the sign of Taurus energy. One of the main reasons why I wanted to do a reading for every zodiac sign, because there is this new push that I feel like the collective is feeling. And right now, Virgo, you are being called to go in a new direction. You are called to take that trip, to accept that new opportunity, to go see new places, have new sights, experience new people. So we're going to pull from this beautiful goddess deck here. We are almost complete with our reading. Let me go ahead and shuffle it. There was a card face up, and I wanted to put that face down and shuffle to see what goddess wants to come out during your transit, during this Jupiter transit of the sign of Taurus. What do Virgos need to know? Okay, we got some jumping and we got one falling. Okay, so we have one that wanted to come out here. This is the Raven Goddess. So we're gonna read from the book for Raven Goddess. We have the Dragon Goddess. We'll read this one as well. And we have this one here, which is Eris. So we're gonna quickly read from all three. I am reading from the book, so if I butcher this, just know you will be able to read it on your end. I am reading through the viewfinder, so definitely wish me luck. So let's see what the Dragon Goddess has. Oh, this is Dragonfly. We are at Dragon Goddess. Boom, right here. So it says, Dragon Goddess. Just making sure we have the right one. So we have Dragon Goddess. Prosperity, acclaim, fortune. The mythic dragon is the symbol of good fortune throughout many cultures. Your generosity and efforts have not gone unnoticed by the universe. And the Dragon Goddess is here to offer you a streak of good luck. Although many rewards come to us through our hard work, sometimes wonderful things come to you out of the blue for no apparent reason at all. For a period of abundance, success, and prosperity is upon you. Act boldly. Have courage to try something you have never dared to try before. You will notice your vitality and level of joy increasing. Be open to receiving gifts as much as you are thrilled to give. Meditate on your lucky star above and keep it in mind as you move about your day. Absolutely beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and find the Raven Goddess right here. Raven Goddess. Keywords, messages, omens. The raven's mythic status across many cultures is that of a shapeshifter and a mediator between the worlds of the living and the dead. They are the messengers from the beyond and the bearers of an omen. To have a raven's knowledge indicates the ability to see beyond what is visible to the eye. The raven is one of the wisest of all animals. Drawing this card increases your ability to pick up on the cosmic symbols and whisperings. It is a subtle talent that develops over time through our direct experiences. Stay open-minded and try to observe details that are often overlooked and dismissed as irrelevant. I absolutely love reading from the book because it's always on point. So with Eris, let's see what she has for us. And we have Eris. Keywords, turmoil, discord, corruption. Eris is the goddess of chaos and discord. Drawing this card indicates that there's a high level of disorder in your present reality. Are we talking about this tower energy? A matter important to your well-being is out of your control. It is incredibly important to remember that the pulse of the cosmos vacillates. Oh my God, why can't I say this word? But the power of the cosmos facilitates between order and chaos. If the situation you are facing is truly out of your hands, it is time to release all feelings of guilt or responsibility. Trust the universe to put things in order. On the other hand, if you have the power to recreate harmony and set things right, then now is the time to do so. So I did warn that I may butcher the paragraph, and I just did for Iris, but if you were definitely looking at the screen, you saw what the paragraph had to say. So I am going to go ahead and pull from this princess deck, and then we can go ahead and get this reading wrapped up for you beautiful Virgos. What is one last tip that we can give the Virgos during this Jupiter transiting Taurus? And we have Castle. It's time for healing, not war. So, when we began this reading, it definitely started with the Taurus. It started with the Tower card. With the Tower card coming out first, we were talking all about things that are falling away from us. This change that we're being called into. Iris, when I read from that paragraph, definitely touched on it quite a bit. But right now, what the divine wants to leave you with is the fact that even when you're in pain, and even when things are chaotic and in discord, and things are just so out of your control, the one thing you can find solace in is your peace. Peace within yourself, peace within the divine, peace within your inner knowing. Even if the world around you is chaotic, your internal world should always look the best to your abilities. So right now, spend some time healing yourself. Work with your goddess. Work with your higher power. Work with the divine. Work with your higher abilities. Embrace the unknown. Trust that you're being led into something absolutely beautiful. Go for it. Don't let anybody stop you. Don't let yourself keep yourself down. Don't live in this, I can't move forward because I've never seen it happen before, or I don't know what my next path looks like. Don't worry about that. All you need to worry about right now is letting go of what's not serving you, connecting with the divine, connecting with your higher power, connecting with God, Goddess, life force, source energy, and letting that be your guiding light, and trusting your heart, your inner wisdom, your inner knowing. Your path is divinely guided. Trust it, flow with it, embrace it. So, I am Princess V, the creator of Love Clearly. If you are looking to find me on any other platform, they will be listed down below in the description. I do offer personal readings as well as life coaching sessions. You can definitely find my email in the description below. It is officialloveclairly@gmail.com. Definitely reach out if you have any inquiries that we can definitely work on together. I'm definitely sending you so much peace, love, happiness, health, and wellness. And definitely, may we meet again. Bye.